When they interrupt you, 3 words that make the room fall silent. Stoic Wisdom Intro. Opening. There are moments when you're speaking about something that truly matters, and someone cuts you off, as if your words aren't worth hearing. You pause, you smile, you say, "Sorry." And in that single moment, you've just lost the most precious thing, the right to be heard, not because you're weak, but because you've mistaken silence for politeness. To the Stoic, silence is not submission. It is presence under control. Today we'll talk about 3 words. 3 words once used by Marcus Aurelius and Seneca to make the world itself go quiet. 3 words that make no noise, yet make all noise disappear. Because sometimes, power doesn't lie in the shout, but in how you make others stop. Part 1. Hook and Insight. Ethan, 32. Living in New York. A calm, intelligent man, always thoughtful with his words. But that very calmness had turned him into a shadow in every conversation. One morning, during an important meeting, he was presenting an idea when Jason, his colleague, interrupted. "No, I think your approach won't work." The entire room turned to Jason. Ethan froze, heart tightening, throat dry. He forced a smile. "Sorry, go ahead." No one noticed. But in that moment, Ethan had given away something no one could take unless he surrendered it himself. The respect for his own voice. That night, he sat alone in a cafe, opening Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. His eyes stopped at a single line. "If you do not defend what is essential, others will take it from you." And Ethan understood. Silence isn't always calmness. Sometimes, it's acceptance of being forgotten. Part 2. Stoic Analysis. When interrupted, people usually react in one of 2 ways, anger or withdrawal. Both are forms of losing control, just in opposite directions. Marcus Aurelius once reminded, "The wise man does not shout to be heard. He makes others listen through his composure." Ethan realized he didn't lack ideas. He lacked weight in presence. Seneca once wrote, "He who speaks little but with truth makes others silent. He who speaks much but empty makes others forget." In Stoic philosophy, there's a lesser-known principle, the authority of stillness, power not born from volume, but from a mind undisturbed. Ethan began to observe. He noticed that those with real influence never fought for space to speak. They simply looked, then spoke once, and the room stopped. One evening, at dinner with his ex, Sophia, he shared his plan to leave corporate life and pursue photography. Sophia interrupted. "Ethan, you're dreaming too much." He smiled, replying, "Maybe you're right." The rest of dinner passed in silence. But this time, the silence wasn't peaceful. It was bitter. Ethan realized no one took his voice. He gave it away. That night, he opened Discourses by Epictetus, a line cut like a blade. No one diminishes your worth unless you allow it. Part 3. Stoic Application. Ethan decided to try something new. From the ancient Stoic pages, he learned 3 words that could make the world pause. Listen. Important. Now. 1. Listen. Not a plea, a call to awareness. The human brain instinctively responds to the word listen. It's a trigger that stops all sound. At the next meeting, when Jason interrupted again, Ethan didn't react in anger. He simply said slow and steady, "Listen. Here's what truly matters." And the room went quiet. Not from fear, but because they felt presence. Epictetus once told his students, "When you speak, make others want to listen, not because you are loud, but because you carry weight." Important. People interrupt because they believe what they have to say is more important than yours. The word important reverses that order. When Ethan said, "The important point is this," the attention shifted back to him, because the word important activates the brain's sense of priority. It tells the listener, this matters. Marcus Aurelius once ended a heated debate with one sentence: "What's important now is the discipline of the soldiers," and all noise vanished. 3 now. Seneca once wrote, "We do not command the past or the future. Only the present belongs to us." When Ethan said, "Now, let me finish," no one spoke over him. No authority, no raised voice. Only the present brought back into focus. Now is the bell that awakens the mind, pulling everyone into this very moment. The trap. Sorry. Sorry is the sweet reflex of weakness. A small word, but powerful enough to teach others that you must ask permission to exist in the conversation. Ethan remembered all the times he said, "Sorry, go ahead," and felt himself fade a little more from others' eyes. Epictetus warned, "Each time you bow to what is unnecessary, you cut away a piece of your soul." From that day on, Ethan changed his reflex. When interrupted, he no longer said, "Sorry." He said, "Listen, there's more." And strangely, the world began to listen. Part 4, Reflection and Stillness. Time passed. Ethan was promoted, not because he spoke more, but because when he spoke, people truly listened. One late afternoon, as golden light slid across Manhattan's skyline, he sat by the window, watching the city hum in quiet motion. His phone buzzed, a message from Sophia. "You've changed. I no longer feel the need to talk over you." Ethan smiled. He typed back, "Listen, there's more." Not to continue the conversation, but as a reminder, everything meaningful begins with inner stillness. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The calm man does not need to prove his power. He is the proof." The world will not stop until you do first. Don't shout to be heard. Be so silent that they cannot ignore you. 3 words can change the way you speak and the way you live. Listen, to bring presence. Important, to add weight. Now, to return to the present. And if someone interrupts you, don't say sorry. Say, "Listen, there's more." Because respect doesn't come from asking for it. It comes from calmness in silence. Breathe in, breathe out. Be silent like stone. Speak like water. For the one who masters his words, masters his life. Ending CTA. If you're learning to speak less but with more power, stay with Stoic Corax. Here, we learn how to remain calm and make the world listen through our stillness. Be still. Be strong. Be stoic.